I'm dialed up. I'm dialed up to fucking 1,000 right now. I'm dialed up to fucking 1,000. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm dialed up. You're a disgrace. You are a disgrace. I'm so tired of this shit. I just am. 10 minutes effort against Anaheim, though, that was the needle mover. That was the needle mover. And you know what? It's saving your asses from getting booed, because on Thursday, what should happen, but won't because of that win against Anaheim and because of the point tonight, what should happen is Joe Tolleson will go, "Here they are, the New York Rangers. Boo! Boo! Boo!" That's what should happen, but it won't. It won't. I'm beyond livid right now. This is just so pathetic. What a joke of a contender. What a joke of a contender. You're not getting any sort of positive outlook from me. You're not. If you're here for positive outlooks, if you're here for positivity, warning you, click off now. I am warning you, click off now. I'm not here for it today. I'm not. There's nothing to take away from this because it's just the same story. It's the same story. Look at the box score. Oh, that's right. It was just the second line showing up. Oh, stop me if you've heard that before. Stop me if you've heard that before. What a waste of time. Waste of Ranger fans. If any of them traveled to San Jose, there probably is some that live out there, but if you traveled out there willingly, God bless your soul. You must be so miserable right now. What's going to happen against Vegas? What's going to happen? I just can't. I can't. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I was wrong about you, Laviolette, too. Maybe I was wrong about Laviolette, too. Maybe I owe people an apology here for telling them that they don't know what they're talking about and that they should shut up. Laviolette has a track record. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I was wrong and those people were right. Maybe I was wrong. And I'll eat crow. Because you have Nick Bonino out there in the dire minutes of the hockey game. Nick Bonino's out there. There's no sense of urgency from this team. There's no, I mean, I wouldn't say there's no adjustments because look at the inconsistency, right? Right? It's not like they're just losing the same way every night. It's just inconsistency of when they decide to lose. Then on top of that, you got coached by David Quinn. There's no change on the power play, which has been struggling mightily for a month now. Mika Zibanejad. What the fuck? I get they could have called a penalty there. First of all, we have no right to complain. You're in a dogfight with the Sharks. Last people you should be blaming is the officiating. Number two, he goes to go pick up his stick. He goes to go pick up his stick, even though the puck's in the offensive zone. And that would clearly create a 3-on-2. And look at what happened when the 3-on-2 was created. Meanwhile, I'm watching, to go back to the Laviolette point, I'm watching Patrick Waugh out on the island benching his fourth line guys in the final 5 minutes of games. Where's that from Laviolette? There's got to be some sort of change. Whether it's the lines, whether it's in-game adjustments, both, I mean, it should be. But the main thing is guys being accountable. When is there going to be accountability? Laviolette was here to hold guys accountable and to be a disciplinarian. Where is it? Where is it? I'm waiting. Because benching Capo Caco yesterday, I've seen that for the past 4 years, man. I've seen that act from David Quinn and from Gerard Gallant. Show me something new. Show me some balls. But no accountability still. Oh, but it was cute. You know what? They beat the Ducks last night and they played California Love in the locker room. Oh, that's just cute. That's just cute. That's cute. How about benching Eric Gustafson? That spinneroonie on that first goal. What a joke. Jacob Trouba not tying up Carpenter, and then early in the game had a trifecta of garbage moves, lets Barabanov just walk in on him, allows a scoring chance, failed breakout pass, then ends up somehow getting the puck back to try and break it out again, throws it over the boards, and we have a delay of game penalty here. So that's cool. That's cool. So where do we go from here? What do I say from here? Because again, broken record. Broken record. What is there to hang your hat on tonight anyway? The second line showing up. Okay. Okay. Adam Fox having a good game. All right. Sure. We could hang our hat on that if you want. No balls in New York is right. I'm so fed up with this. I continue to get mad when I tell myself I won't. I continue to get mad because it's just they find new levels. They find new levels, and losing to the San Jose Sharks is just one of them. I promise you, though, they end up losing to Vegas. You won't get this type of reaction. I'm going to be accustomed to it at this point because now we've hit rock bottom. You lost to the Sharks. The only thing further to rock bottom from here is if you go in. I mean, the teams are just as bad, but you roll into Chicago in a couple weeks and you take an L there. The only thing you could possibly look at as something that could change the season is the All-Star break. Yep. That's all we have. It's all we have to hope on right now because the schedule gets worse. There's just zero accountability. There's zero urgency, zero guts, zero leadership, none of that. And if I'm Chris Drury, I'm questioning if I'm making trades at the deadline. I'm questioning it. Why give up assets for this? Why would I give up assets for this when the Bruins and Panthers are light years ahead? They are light years ahead. Carolina, I would say even too. They're just not in first place right now because they just can't get a save from their goalie. But that's starting to change. Hence why they're crawling up the standings. If this wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back for anyone, I don't know what more you need to see. I don't. I really don't. I don't get it. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Yeah, great. Jack Hughes will be ready to go after the All-Star break, so the Devils could crawl up the standings. That's just great. It's just great, especially because they have 2 games in hand on the Rangers too. Nice. Yeah, sickening to think where they'd be without Panarin. Yeah, this is a regulation loss without Panarin. Like, Lafreniere, zero finishing ability. Zero. I get he's having his best year. You have to start scoring. You have to start scoring. I'm tired of the whole he's unlucky. Oh, this, that. No. Score. Score. You're a first overall pick, dude. Score. Yeah. Is he ripping them in the locker room like that, Nicole? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know what more there is to say. That hasn't been said. This is the straw. Evan, I've been watching disgusting back checking from this team. How many X or how many X do I have to see them give away the slot and give the puck away? Yeah. It's all night. All night. And I tweeted before they lost in overtime too. I tweeted before that there was no matter the result, I didn't care. I didn't care the result. They won in overtime, I'm just as mad. I do not care. You know what's bad? When you have Joe Micheletti calling them out. Joe Micheletti never calls them out. He's always Mr. Oh, they got unlucky. They got unlucky. Joe Micheletti called them out for their disgraceful offensive pressure. He should have called them out for more, though. Disgraceful defensive effort, too. That third period, I wanted to vomit. I wanted to vomit from that third period. And yeah, they relied way too much on hitting home runs with Kako and Laugh. And even then, would it matter when the team plays defense like this and nobody buys in? Would it matter? Yeah, Mika invisible against the worst team in the league. Yeah, that too. If you haven't left a like on the stream, please be sure to do so. We have 61 of you in here, so leave a like if you haven't. Because I'm sure you're enjoying this. I'm sure we're all enjoying this. This can't be much worse than what we just watched. Unless you find me annoying. I don't know. If you find me annoying, hey, fair to you. But if not, I'm hoping that this is more enjoyable than what we just sat on our couches to watch. I'm just so... Is anybody going on Thursday? Is anybody going on Thursday to the game? Does anybody have an appetite for Thursday's game? Because I sure as hell don't. But is anybody going? Is anybody going on Thursday? Because there's not a chance anyone should be going, right? Like, there's not a chance anyone's going, right? Spending $170 to $200 a ticket on this, plus getting there, plus food, plus bathroom fees, plus walking up the stairs fees, plus going through security fees, plus standing in the area fees, plus breathing there fees. Want to turn the fan reactions into a book club? I mean, hey, you know what? I would enjoy, like, maybe that's the way to go. Maybe I just sit down and do reading instead. Maybe I do cooking videos. Maybe I do. I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, I have no appetite to spend money on these games. I don't. And the Stadium Series is different because one, I got the tickets in advance. Two, that's at least going to be fun because I'll be able to tailgate and meet some of you guys. So that at least will be cool. The game, I'm especially now with Patrick Waugh running the show for the Islanders, who I apparently was wrong about with him, and it's gonna be fun now watching that game. It's gonna be great. It is going to be great. Yeah, the 131 is more ran through than a porn star. Like I don't know. I don't even know if I could say anything about the 131 anymore. You're not wrong, Luke. You have my subscription, Mike, if that ends up being a thing. Rangers should trade back for Ryan Reeves. No. No. Do not care if it's even Ryan Reeves. Nope. Don't make trades. Don't. Don't. Don't make trades. There's no reason. Why make trades? Why make trades for this? How have they not solved giving up multiple goals in a short span? Like, shouldn't there have been some sort of adjustment made for that's actually insane to me. Good teams don't do that. I don't know. I don't know. And even if there was an adjustment made, you think these players are listening? You think that these players are listening? That's the thing too. Still don't know whether this is if how much falls on Laviolette here. I'm not happy with him because he's made a couple brutal decisions lately, and he's not getting off with a pass. But I refuse to believe we're 3 coaches in with this core and there's still zero buy-in. Yeah, timeout should have been called after that Gustafsson goal. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, the 131's been dog shit. No, they play the 131 every now and then, but it just gets broken through very easily. It gets broken through. Yeah, team doesn't put together a full 60. I mean, they did they even put together a 20-minute effort tonight? I don't think so. They had a good 5 to 10 minutes in the good 5 minutes in the first, I would say, and a good 5 to 10 minutes in the second. So yeah, maybe a 20-minute effort, maybe. Should be no heart in New York. Yeah. Enough with the no quit New York shit. That thing's got to go. It's got to go. I think teams losing in the Metro's hurting the Rangers right now because they're not woken up. Because they need to be woken up. Can't have it both ways. The players aren't listening. A coach needs to impose as well. But the problem is that you can have it both ways because the players could have quit on the coach already. They've done it before. They've done it before. I'm glad somebody looked forward to the live stream because I sure as hell didn't. People, I'm surprised we have 60 viewers right now at almost 2 in the morning. Surprised people look forward to these streams to watch me lose my mind. You guys are sickos. We're all sickos. Oh, yeah, Mister. We got off to the start we wanted to. Yeah. Do we have any quotes from our joke of a captain? Are there any quotes? From our joke of a captain? I'm curious. Sorry, just looking through some other tweets. Twitter is crazy right now. Twitter is crazy with the loss here. Let's say. Sorry, just got distracted by something else. I want to say. Um, no, I don't see any quotes on Twitter. Yeah, Igor did hide a lot of the garbage too. Yeah. Stop me if you've heard that one before too, right? Team has no heart. Yeah, no. Yeah, aggravating the play down the opponent. I thought Igor played very well tonight, and like I said, hit a lot of the garbage. I can't fault anyone if they want to take a break from watching this. Like if I didn't do this, if I didn't do this, if I didn't do YouTube, if the Knicks and Rangers are on at the same time, I'm watching the Knicks right now, man. I'm watching Jalen Brunson drop 30 points a night. I'm watching OG Anunoby and his plus 200 right now because he's so good defensively. He banks the corner threes. I'm watching Julius Randle. The bench. We don't talk about that, but you know what? The deadline's coming. Maybe they'll get bench help. Regardless, I'm watching the Knicks over this shit. I'm watching a team with stones over this. I'm actually going to a Knicks game next week, and I'm going to enjoy it way more. Going to enjoy it way more. If I didn't do this, I'd easily be watching the Knicks right now. Easily. Easily. And I wouldn't blame anyone in here if they start prioritizing the Knicks over the Rangers. Wouldn't blame anyone. Or if the Rangers are just on in general, and even if you aren't a Knicks fan, you just don't watch either. You just don't watch. I can't even fault you. Rangers need to get bigger and faster, period. Yes, they need both. This roster is fundamentally flawed in every single aspect. Yeah, the lack of speed is hilarious. Like Nick Bonino and Barkley Goudreau look like they have an odd man rush on a shorthanded chance there, and nope, nope. Yeah, next fourth quarter comeback, Rangers blown third period lead. Garden Kerr strikes again. Yeah, fortunately the Rangers are all I have. Yeah. I just don't understand Evan 1-3-1 and not even counterattacking. It's ridiculous. They're just not a good transition team. They're not. They're not good in one of the most important aspects in 2024 hockey. That's what it comes down to. Just hockey in general, but no, especially now with the way the game is, you're not going to win a lot of games that way. You know, it's toxic behavior that us Ranger fans expect disappointment from this core group in 2024. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is hilarious to look back on too. Like we were looking at this year and next year to be the one. Unless there's changes this offseason, if they run it back with this group next year, oh God, help me, help me, help me if they run it back next year. No, you don't feel bad about being that guy because you are correct that Goudreau needs to go. He's not good at the sport. Yeah, I don't know what Laviolette was doing. I don't know what Laviolette was doing. They don't have the speed, the counterattack, the transition is ass. If you don't play quick, you ain't winning shit in this league. Yep. Yep. Cause they have they have like nobody in this lineup that provides that. Nobody. Took the bag and dipped. Took the bag and dipped. Team needs a culture change. They are lazy assholes who blame the coach when they aren't cruising through opponents on star power alone. Yeah, they need to. I thought disciplinarian was the answer. Nope. No, no, no. It's we are way beyond that. Nope. Nothing's going to work until heads are chopped off the core. Nothing's going to work until then. It's just the reality. And if they run it back next year, expect the same thing next year. Expect the same thing. Games like this. Because why would we expect different? There's... They need to chop heads off. Maybe it will wake guys up. Or will that not even wake guys up too? Right? Like, is it that bad? That this core is just, like, every single part of this core reeks? That not even trades would wake them up? Yeah, Kako's getting traded. The writing feels on the wall for Kako to be traded. Laviolette keeps benching him. The Rangers, I think they trade him. I could be wrong, but I think they do. Yeah, Lafreniere needs to stop missing open. That's especially because people baby him for that, but we bullied Ryan Strome about him missing open nets. Yep, Kreider and True has no movement clauses lighten up. I'd move both of them. Especially because leadership needs a drastic change. I would sure as hell take that A off of Zibanejad's sweater too. Sure as hell. Yeah, other than Kreider, who just, mails in performances and doesn't actually skate on a night-to-night basis. He chooses when he wants to show up. He chooses. Yeah, they need to break the team apart. This is just bad. This is just bad. I would not sit here and complain if all three of those guys were moved. I will go as far to say, outside of, Panarin's not getting moved. Outside of Adam Fox, anyone else, I don't care. Anybody else. If the right deal comes along, see you later. See you later. Sorry. It's the truth. Yeah, early on they were quick with decision and movement and they forechecked. Now they don't. Yep. Yeah. Going into year 100 of the franchise with 4 Stanley Cups. 4. Yeah, except Troch too. Probably, yeah. Everyone else, though. Um, I don't even know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Matt, did you want to hop on the stream? Because I could send you the link on Twitter if you want. If you want to hop in the stream. But yeah, Keto coming back would be nice, but is it going to make a difference? Yeah, I'll send it over to you. Is it going to make a difference? I don't know. I miss Heedle. I like Heedle, but I don't even know. Next cup win is in 2048. Yeah. Yeah. If that. I mean, there were issues in December and the end of November, but they didn't want to listen. But nobody wanted to listen. Best ability is availability. Yeah, that's the issue. You got like I like Heedle, but the guy just he's always hurt, man. Shut up, Blake. Shut up. Seems that every team is having a month where they struggle. Everyone. This is more than a month. That's the problem. This is far more than a month. This is I mean we're approaching 3 months slowly here. We're approaching 3 months of just terrible play.
Sup?
What more is there to say? Was that picture actually your remote, by the way? Did you actually break your remote?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I feel bad for that remote.
I couldn't help but lose my mind.
But it's okay though, because we're still in first. We're still in first, so keep the faith, everybody.
Yep. No reason to worry. That's why I don't want the Rangers to get Chikrin. He could barely play 60 games in a season, if that. I get that. There are a couple of times he did play the full shortened season. He played a good amount of games. I don't think he had injury problems last year. I think it was the trade. He was held out because of the trade and everything. This year, I'm pretty sure he's played like every game for Ottawa, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I would still take Chikrin, personally, but that's not going to change anything at this point. So, who cares?
This team really got outplayed by the Sharks. We got to put that into perspective.
Yeah,
it's bad. Like we thought the last 2 months, month and a half was bad. Ooh, this just took it to another level.
Yeah. This is just rock. This is officially rock bottom. Time to break up the Wonder Twins, the Lover Boys, or whatever you want to call them. We've been shouting that for months on end. I mean, this has been the inconsistency has kind of been here for a while, but it's gotten worse since Christmas because now the power play doesn't want to produce.
The inconsistency has been here for 5 years. It's not just this year. This is nothing new.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just pointing out because of October, but it was a fun run.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna be telling my kids about the 1 month the Rangers played defense.
Well,
that's gonna be a story for generations to come.
We'll raise the banner.
Yep, we played defense in October. Yeah, and this is it right here. No matter what D-man they have, they lack structure defensively. Yeah, you're not wrong. And if there's a deeper problem, and we were wrong about Laviolette, then I mean, what does anything matter at this point? What does anything matter at this point?
This goes deeper than Laviolette. I'm sorry. Listen, Laviolette's not perfect, and he's made a lot of questionable decisions lately. But this is so much deeper than him. This is the third coach already in 5 years, and we're
Yeah.
seeing the same problems over and over and over again. It's like you can only change the coach so much. Like I've been saying before, I don't care I don't care who you get in. You can get in John Cooper, Jared Bednar,
Scotty Bowman out of
Scotty
retirement.
Bowman, fucking Bruce Cassidy. It ain't gonna work. It's the players, and until something's shaken up with that core, it's just gonna keep repeating over and over again.
MSG Vault, you're a Devils fan, but I can't disagree. You're spitting facts. They're not winning when their 1C is dog shit at 5v5. They're not winning when he's dog shit 5v5. It's just not gonna happen.
Not even a 5v5 anymore. You fucking see him on the power play. Fucking
That's how.
I don't know what kind of dump he was doing on the on the power play during the second period, but can't catch passes.
The dump, he had like passes going off his skates. Couldn't pass the puck either. Shooting, it's a guy's shins all night. What's his stats looking like? He can't even be. Is he even like? Yeah, no, he's below a point per game now. Yeah, that.
Yeah, but his power play points is.
I know. I just wanted
it,
to see his overall points because of the power play, and yeah, now that he's not producing on the power play, he's below a point per game.
Because what this is 6 5v5 goals in 46 games. 6 in 46.
I mean, can you even like? Can we even hang our hat on his total goals for a number one center? Like 15? I don't get it.
No, that is just tragic at every level.
Yeah, this team blows. They blow leads, games, division leads, playoff series leads. Thank God for the Leafs, or else we'd be the biggest chokers in the league. Yeah. Mika's beyond lost, JE.
I don't know what it is with him. I mean, could it just be that he just doesn't play well with Kreider? I don't know, but I have no faith. I have no faith in him at all, even to the point where even if they put an elite winger next to him, I still don't think he'll do anything.
I agree, and this is so true that didn't even cross my mind. The second part of this, it does boggle my mind still that they didn't give up assets to get Eichel, but they could have flipped Zibanejad at the end to get the assets back they lost in an Eichel trade, and still sign a guy like Trocheck.
I was one of those people who said that I didn't want to trade Laffy or Kako in that trade.
Oh,
but
me too.
Looking back now, ooh, did they fuck up?
Yeah. In retrospect, it was dumb that we even didn't want it to happen because you're getting a young center. This is why I'm on board with trading for Chychrun, because on paper the trade might look bad, but it will be one of those things in retrospect where it's like the Rangers probably should have done it if they don't do it, because you're getting a right winger who's or you're getting a center that's proven, that's still young for a right winger that isn't proven. Because I'd rather it be Kakko, obviously, if they were to pick one. Especially with how hyped up Lafreniere was. But you move Kakko, it's a right winger. You had numerous options on the right side of the defense to move. Could have been Niels, could have been Schneider, either or. I wouldn't have cared. They could have moved either or, and then it would have been draft picks at that point.
Yeah, what's even worse now is like you weren't trading for a guy that was already 27, 28 in the middle of his prime. This guy was 24 years old. couple years away from entering his prime, and damn.
And then
That-
they doubled down on fucking up by not getting Kachuk.
Yeah.
They doubled down they're fucking up because nope, we got to ride with this core, which they can't decide if they want to win or if they want to wait on guys to develop. And that has been something that I've been mad about for years, and something that's been a gripe of mine is, okay, it's great and all that you have these young players and you luck your way into the first and second overall pick, but does it matter? Because by the time these guys hit their prime, Panarin is going to be off this contract that he's on. Trocheck's going to be old. Zibanejad's going to be, I mean, we're already seeing terrible play from him. Imagine what we're going to see a few years from now. It's like they had to pick, go all in or build around the young group, and they never made up their mind. And that's why we're sitting in this predicament.
Do you want to hear something really sad right now?
Go on.
Jason Dickinson and Mika Zibanejad have the same amount of goals this year. 15.
Right. There's not much more I could say to that. There's not much more I could say to that. And it's ridiculous what could have been. Like with Eichel, if they actually traded Kreider to get Jason Robertson in a first, imagine what we could have been watching right now. Or even if they got Kyrou instead, like for Kreider.
Man, we could have had a first line of Jason Robertson, Jack Eichel, and Laffy.
Yeah.
But nope, we get to watch the Wonder Twins every night. Yay!
I fucking hate it here. And it's just annoying too, because people would be like, oh, stop twerking for the Devils. Stop twerking for the Devils. They did it right. They picked the direction. And you know what? They peaked early last year. I still stand by that. But dude, like once these guys hit their prime and they keep adding more around it, they are going to be a problem. And even right now, if they were getting half decent goaltending and slightly better defensive play, and they didn't have Lindy Ruff behind the bench, they would be a problem. Their offense is. Look at the young group they built with their offense, man. Like,
Bro, I like Trocheck and everything, and obviously, like with Hedel, you don't know because of the injuries. But as of right now, this current center core without Hedel, give me the Devil center core all day. You got Hughes, Heischer, Michael McLeod, fucking Eric Holla. That's deep.
They have other guys that could play center too. They have Curtis Lazar who could play center. And then they have Toffoli in their top six, which, you know, if you want to stick to like younger guys, Jesper Bratt, because, you know, the Devils decided to actually do something smart and keep a late draft pick steal they got that is a play driving winger, because who would have thought that doing something like that would work? Certainly not. Like, why keep that guy when you could trade for a checking winger and a second round pick? Like, why keep your first line winger? They drafted Alex Holtz. I don't know. I think he's struggling. I could be wrong, but regardless, they traded or they got Alex Holtz. He's not having a bad year. They got Alex Holtz. He'll be fine. He'll develop.
They got Mercer.
They got Mercer. The Rangers let them dodge a bullet by not getting Schneider in a way. They got Luke Hughes.
And
Nemec is back there.
And
yeah. They have their number one D-man in Hamilton. Yeah, like they have the core. They are just a coach, goalie, and maybe like another solid defenseman away. But even then, Luke Hughes and Nemec will develop. So they're going to be a problem. And if you want to use another team really as an example. I mean, you could date further back to Tampa Bay, what they were doing. Like, they continued to knock on the door. They built up their young core. They had the triplet line and everything. And when the time came, they plugged and played, got the assets they needed. Um, I mean, I could go on and on. The Avalanche, I could go on and on. There are so many teams that just did it right. The Rangers got impatient. It's a
Well,
tale as old as time. We've talked about it for uh years now that Dolan's impatience, or lack of patience, I should say, with the rebuild fucked it up.
well, look
Uh,
at, I mean, prime example. You want a team that did it right. Look at the Hawks before before their 3 and 5 years. You know,
yep.
you draft Taves in '06. I think it was the third pick or the second pick. You draft Kaner in '07 with the first pick, and you let them develop, and then you build up that core. You know, you add Patrick Sharp. You know, you add an Andrew Ladd. You add a Dustin Bufflin. You add a Duncan Keith. You add a Brent Seabrook. Then when you get close, like they did in '09, and sure, ultimately, you know, it was their first year back in the playoffs after a while, and they came up short against the defending champion Detroit Red Wings in 5 games. Nothing to be ashamed of. But you know what they did then? Instead of, you know, all those years back adding a big time free agent like the Rangers would have done, they waited until they got close. What did they do? Boom, sign Marian Hossa. That final big piece they needed to get him over the edge. And then of course, you know, they added some cup experience in, you know, Tomas Kopetsky and John Madden. And eventually 2010 got over the line.
Yeah.
And then 2013, 2015 they added two more.
Yeah. Meanwhile, our plug and play guys are Blake Wheeler, Nick Bonino, and Tyler Pitlick, who's sitting in the press box. And yeah, this too, you traded away. Like, it's, people say stop harping on it. It's hard not to, because you can't fathom it on paper. And in retrospect, like, there's no silver lining to this move, because what is there to say? What is there to say? The whole point of trading Buchnevich was to give Kakko and Lafreniere top line minutes. They never got it. It was Sammy Blais, who they got in return. Barclay Goodrow would get minutes up there. Even Kevin Rooney was getting reps up there. Ryan Reeves was getting reps up there.
Dryden Hunt.
All these other guys. The one guy that would be here in his prime would be Pavel Buchnevich. They traded him away and decided to never replace him. And it has been a revolving door. I could go over the list. I'm not going to again because I've done it numerous times. There are over 20 guys that have played on the right of the Wonder Twins, and they just haven't replaced it. And yeah, was Buchnevich done in St. Louis? Only been over a point per game twice, and he got off to a slow start, but he's been a lot better lately. He has 33 points in 43 games played, so still not bad. And it's not even like he's a power play merchant. He has 5 power play points out of his 33 points. So no, let me see where that would put him on the Rangers in even strength points. Let's see, because I'm sure that would put him very high. What's your prediction?
Where he is in terms of 5v5 points?
Yeah, where he would rank on the Rangers in 5v5 points.
Go third.
Third. Okay. How many did I say he has? 33?
Because I think probably Trocheck and Panarin would have more than him.
He would be tied with Vinny Trocheck.
Okay.
Second on the team in 5v5 points. Tied for second. Tied for second. And that was... And yeah, they wanted Sammy Blais. And they didn't have the cap space. Proceeded to go and get Patrick Nemeth and Ryan Reeves with said cap space. And Barclay Goodrow too, let's not forget it.
What's Bush's AAV?
Like 5.1. I'll double check. I'll fact check that. It is... Where is he? 5.8.
I would have rather fucking have him extended than fucking Zibanejad at that point.
Rather him than Kreider.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. That would have made me vomit if Buchnevich ended up in a Devil jersey, but yeah. The Rangers just
This this game though just gave you, like, if you weren't convinced that the core needed to be broken up, this game gave you all the evidence you needed.
yeah, and if you
And if you
feel
still
otherwise,
don't, if you still don't feel that way, listen, power to you, but you're fucking delusional. I'm sorry.
yeah, I give you so much credit if you still don't think that there's core issues. This tweet that I saw is true. Timeline asleep. Mika Zibanejad's deal will age worse than Goudreau's. And that's from @ReadSteve2.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at the moment.
People posting ref jerseys right now.
They deserve to lose that game, and they didn't deserve to get that call. But Jesus Christ, those are the two most blatantly obvious picks I've ever seen in my life. I thought I was still watching the Nick game.
Yeah.
But that's just a bit embarrassing though. I didn't even notice it at first. How the Mika Zibanejad, how the fuck do you lose your stick, and instead of just tracking your guy to the front of the net, you decide to go get your stick? Y- y- If I'm telling you, if I was a coach, he'd be sat in the fucking press box for the next 5 games for that bullshit.
I would. I mean, multiple guys need to set.
Yeah, multiple guys do need to sit, but I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You know where this also stems back to? The Rangers not because people right now are so caught up in them not promoting Knobloch. If they just did the thing last year, no matter the result of that game against the Blues, if they just did the thing and fired the guy, we would have got a look at Knobloch right now, and this wouldn't be up in question either right now. And then we'd have even further proof because Knobloch would have got the interim tag. It would have been like, oh, well, the team still sucks right now. Oh, well, they would have heated up and then they would have choked in the playoffs like they did. But well, that didn't work. Let's hire Laviolette. Laviolette comes in. He's the veteran guy. He should command respect, and still the same issues. Still the same issues. And then we'd have the argument that they've had 4 coaches through this core because apparently 3 isn't enough. But Knobloch is the guy everyone wants right now, so at least we would have had proof there.
Listen, I like Knobloch, and he would have been he was my second realistic choice behind Laviolette, but
Me too.
let's
Outside of, I
well,
wanted Babcock to, but good thing they didn't get him.
yeah, Babcock, no, I was never high on him. I wanted Sullivan, but that wasn't going to happen. The Penguins weren't getting rid of him. But anyway, he was my second realistic choice behind Laviolette. But listen, I like him, and he's doing really well in Edmonton right now. But come on, let's not pretend that the same issues we're seeing right now we wouldn't have seen on the rim.
Oh yeah,
And,
no, and
probably you know what, it would have been worse because at least Laviolette, at least he got respect at first because he came in as a cup-winning coach, took 3 teams to the final. I think if Laviolette came, I think if Knobloch came in, I think they just would have disrespected him right out of the gate.
yeah, and they would have just sucked out of the gate. Instead of October having what we had, we'd be talking about them not in first. Yeah, you're probably not wrong, and that's the thing. Like, we're so caught up in that, but I really don't believe I agree. Like, I don't think it would change much. I really don't, and we're just seeing the same problems. And with Edmonton, it's like Skinner's now making saves. McDavid turned around. So I don't know. But the answer to this is a lot of guys would have sat if Torts was here. a
Oh,
lot of guys would have been in the press box if Torts was here. That's
oh,
truly what this team needs right now.
yeah. They need someone just like a total dictator right now, just to fucking yell at them and just I don't know,
Sit them.
get something through their thick fucking heads. Get something. I don't know though.
And yeah,
It's
I agree. Laviolette needs to sit somebody, but the problem is that it, would Knobloch have sat anyone? Knobloch wouldn't have sat anyone. Like it wouldn't have changed anything. There's no one except for John Tortorella that would have came in here and would actually sit guys. But John Tortorella already had a gig, so it didn't matter. There was nobody else except for that would come in here and actually sit these veterans.
he wasn't gonna get the job next year, but somebody like a John Cooper would have done it also. Because I
Yeah,
remember
John Cooper would have.
I remember last year towards the end of the season, Tampa had a bad stretch of games, and he actually started sitting guys like Stamkos, Kucherov, and Hedman. I mean, three guys that are gonna get their number retired in Tampa. You know, first ballot Hall of Famers sat them because
Yep.
because they knew what the standard was. They just came off of 3 straight years of winning, going to the Cup final. You know, back-to-back years of winning a cup. That's the standard, not fucking like Steven's been saying how they fucking baby all their stars. Because you know
That
what, babying don't do shit. It makes you complacent, and complacency leads to failure. And that's what we're seeing now.
Yeah, and Sean, that's where like it kind of ties into your comment that you don't think they like playing hockey and that, why wouldn't they want to listen to the coach? We talked about it with Steven. That's like, and like Matt just said, that this organization babies guys. That's a big issue, a huge issue. And on top of that, I mean, we heard stories with the old core having issues of partying. There could be very similar issues here. I don't want to speculate who, I don't want to speculate what, but wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me if I'm going to be honest.
At
Would
least
not
that
shock me.
at least that core had something about it though. They
Yeah,
actually gave a shit.
that's why I'm saying, because if that core did it, I mean, it would not shock me if this core did too.
But it's like when we had the pod with Philk a couple days ago, and he brought up that point of how right before that last season before the Caps won the cup, and management basically went to all their players and said, "Listen, this is your last shot. If you don't step up right now and you don't win, we're breaking up this core." Like I said, this even if they did that with this core, nothing's gonna change. Do you like? There's no hunger in this core or this team. Like we watch Mika as a manager. Do we see someone who's a guy who's hungry and who's going to do whatever it takes to win a cup, or,
No.
or not even just win a cup, win a game, win a
Uh,
game?
no, unless it's Mika March because he needs a whole month dedicated to
Oh
him
yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
to
Mika
play
March.
good. Like someone brought that up, and I think it was Luke. That's just so true. It's like the whole Mika March thing's so stupid. That just tells you he's like good at best the rest of the season. He's elite 1 month of the season. And yeah, I agree that Cooper sat those guys. Why can't the Rangers sit guys? I don't get it. That's a question for management and for coaching. I don't have that answer, but I agree. It's dumb that these guys haven't won jack shit and they get babied and coddled so much by fans, coaches, management, ownership. I don't understand why they have this strong allegiance to them either. And I mean, and yeah, where's the leadership?
There is
I don't
none.
know, because there is none. Who on this team deserves a letter? I could tell you right now, nobody.
The only two guys I could say right now is Panarin and Trocheck. Only two.
Eh, maybe.
Because Panarin's carried this offense, and Trocheck, he's played his heart out this whole year so far. I can't fault him.
Maybe. I don't see any leaders on this team. I don't. I don't. Yeah, 3 coaches and nothing has changed. It's a core issue, yeah. And that's where I want to lose my mind because I have zero faith in that Drury's gonna break them up. Like that's truly how I feel. I deep down don't think he's going to, and the only chance it happens is if they are so bad down the stretch here that they miss the playoffs. That's the only shot. Outside of that, if they make the playoffs, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be. I'm not convinced.
I don't think they'll miss the playoffs, but I could, especially with March coming up, I can see him sliding all the way down to that first or second wild card spot. I can absolutely see it.
Then nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. And who I don't think anyone's going to go, like I just said. Who should go is Truba, Kreider, Lindgren. I mean, there's a couple guys that's more of a question I could answer at the end of the year, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter.
That fucking trifecta of mistakes Truba had in the first, was it the first period? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Ridiculous.
Bro got burnt around the outside, fucked up a breakout pass, and they took a pen. And he fucking flipped the puck over for delay of game. I'm like, and then he put Fox in that bad position with that pass. Fucking misses the net every time on the power play. I will miss the net 500 times, and I will miss 500 more.
This is true too. Drury handed out extensions like candy to a core that never proved they had an ounce of what it takes to win it all, and now we're stuck with it for years. Yep. Yeah, that's another just when you word it like that, that's just that hits a certain way because it's so true that what did they do to deserve this? And that's why I question fans that give them the benefit of the doubt. What have they done to deserve the benefit of the doubt? They haven't done shit for us.
Not even just the extensions. It's the no movement clauses.
Both. It's ridiculous, and why you're not seeing efforts. Because Mika Zibanejad had pre-extension. I mean, we actually got some effort there.
Oh yeah,
Even Kreider pre-extension, we got some effort there. It's once a lot of these guys got extensions that they vanished. And I don't even know if this is true anymore because Dolan's got stuff now going on behind the scenes that I don't even know if it matters who they play round one. Yeah. Kreider will whisper to the media and cry when they lose in round one. Yeah. Yeah. The core finesse the Rangers bad. It was like they took candy from a baby. That's what it was. But now we're stuck with it. And now we have to go yay team and hope they luck their way into something.
Yeah, I'm not spending any more money on this team anymore. At least for this season. And like I said, the only reason I'm looking forward to the Stadium Series is to hang out with all fucking you guys. That's the only reason.
Oh yeah, if I didn't know any of you and I had tickets for the Stadium Series, I genuinely would be considering selling them my tickets right now. Like I'm not even joking about that. I would consider selling them if it wasn't for that. But tank like the Hawks and maybe after Bedard TLC he signs with the Rangers, yeah. Maybe. But we won't want him because we have Mika Zibanejad at age 50 still trotting out there as the 1C.
Even if we do tank, he ain't gonna do it the right way. Get another high pick. Put that guy in the fucking minors. Let him become a fucking back
Fourth line
a
in
fourth.
the ECHL.
Make him become a two-way forward.
Yep.
A back checking, penalty killing grinder.
You hear the clap, you know it's coming.
And Mika Zabana fraud. F minus. 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 Minus.
Mika's a banner fraud. No, Mika's a banner bad. Barkley, no Gujo. Nick Benin, no good.
Nick Benny, no good. Nick Benny, no!
Jonathan Arus. Yeah, Edstrom, he's still hurt, I think.
Chris Scheider.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do Devils Rangers either, but I'm not complaining. Because no offense, I don't need to be in that building hearing Devils fans. Not that Islander fans are much better, and this is no disrespect to the Devil fans that do watch me, because I do appreciate you guys. I don't need to be sitting there sulking, hearing Devil fans yell at Igor the entire game while I'm watching Eric Gustafson do spinneroonies to turn the puck over, while I'm watching Mika Zibanejad hit the guy selling hot dogs around in the upper deck. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. And then Jacob Trouba firing one to the. Is it the Devil's Old Arena right near there? He'll fire one onto the roof there. He'll fire it out of MetLife onto the roof of the old building there.
The Meadowlands Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to see Jack Hughes fucking dance around Jacob Trouba and then Jesper Bratt just burn him to the outside.
And Nico Dawes gonna sell us out.
Brendan Smith.
Peter Lavia let down.
Yeah.
That is what Frank would call him if he was a Ranger fan. Peter Lavia let down. I've disagreed with you a lot about some things, but now finally I am convinced and to a point agree with you. We are playing like shit, look tired, and look like we don't give a shit. Well, hey, you know what? I respect that that you're admitting that you're admitting that there are issues. I at least appreciate someone's admitting, because that's all that matters. It's like, admit when you're wrong. I have to do the same. And boy, was I wrong before the season about Mika Zibanejad, because my bold take was that he would score 40 this year. That's not happening. That is the Pivot Podcast, an hour and 40 seconds in.
Y'all know that ain't happening. We got to get the Mike Tomlin picture up on the
Eric Gustafson. Oh my god.
Jacob Trubass.
Jacob Trubass. Can't play defense, Miller. I can't think of any others. Capo Cock, no. Mika Zabana, jackass.
Ooh, let's see.
The jerseys are coming out on Thursday.
I'm ready to be. You know, it's gonna be some shitty jersey too.
I'm used to going home disappointed.
It's gonna be some shitty jersey.
Capo Crapo. Zach, don't.
Actually, you know what? Mika can be Mika Zabanafall since this guy is always fucking tripping us over his own two fucking
Oh my
skates.
god, that guy cannot stay on his feet. Barkley Badro.
Barkley, no good throw.
Blake No Wheels. Nick
Blake,
No Nino.
Blake, Blake, Blake flat tire.
Blake Flat Tire. Braden Sheeble Feeble. Nick Blonino.
Quality.
Break Wheeler. Do you think any of it has to do with his past concussions? Pellick looks awful for the Islanders since then too. I don't know. He hasn't had a concussion in a while. Like, it's not like he had a concussion from since that season where he tore it up and scored like 40 something goals. He didn't get a concussion since then. So I don't think it's that. I just think that it's genuinely him just not being good. And what we saw from those 40 goals was an outlier. Keandre Midler.
Keep them
This is-
coming, guys. Keep it coming.
Jonathan Slow.
Jonathan Slow.
Blake Triwheeler. Jimmy Not Easy.
Should be not easy.
I don't even know that one's kind of tough.
Yeah, that was Jimmy V. That's hard to do. Johnny Brodshitsky.
Johnny Brodshitsky. That's a good one. Tyler Shitlick.
Yes.
Tyler Shitlick. Chris Kreider, but spelled cry. Yeah.
Chris Fiebler.
I don't know, Dylan. They just don't have it up here. They don't have it up there.
I wouldn't count them as stars. I wouldn't consider our first line center who has the same amount of goals as Jason Dickinson a star. Even though we are Jason Dickinson guys, this is nothing. This is no shade on Jason Dickinson. Should have been a Ranger.
Facts. Calling Igor eyesore. Yeah, all of it stems from the front office. Yeah. That's true. Oh my God, Johnson's China. He's right with what he just said.
What do you say?
He said, because Blake said the jury handed out extensions like candy thing to a court that never proved anything. And he said in the group chat, really like Jones when he got 40 million for one playoff win, but the hockey edition.
Hey, he's right.
Both Mickey Mouse too, because that Easter Conference Finals run was. Yeah.
2022, take me back. That was so fun.
Shit's Starkin. Philip Hurdle.
Well, we won't dish out Heedle disrespect.
Yeah, Heedle gets a pass. What's the difference from last year opposed to this year? The where he carried a horrible team and now he can't carry his team. I mean, he's getting exposed more on the blockers or the glove side even more, and he's his rebound control is just not there. Like there was earlier in the game, I forgot what part of the game it was, what period it was, but there was one where he left really good rebounds, and it almost led to the Sharks scoring. His rebound control. It just hasn't been there.
Chris Troopy.
Chris Dope.
I got one for Laffy. Alexi La can't finish.
Well, can't finish.
La no finish.
Alexi was freaking bad. It is the defense too. It's both. It is both.
It's everything right now.
Yeah.
Nothing's
What-
working.
We have to just laugh it off at this point. We're CP3 on Warrior fans chanting his name. Like, we can't help but laugh.
Yeah, the only one that's not laughing is my TV remote. But like I said, I apologize.
We definitely owe that brother an apology.
I owe that brother an apology. I tried to put it together. I did. Yeah, it ain't working still.
Yeah.
At least I got two remotes though, so came in clutch.
I didn't break anything. Probably for the better, but I am gonna wrap things up here.
Joe Pricoletti.
I'm gonna wrap things up here though. Thank you guys for tuning in, especially if you stayed the whole time. Staying here until about 3 a.m. I appreciate it. Thursday is not gonna be fun. They're gonna just ruin our evening. So yeah, I'm ready to be disappointed. If you want a good hockey show for tomorrow, though, watch Big Apple Hockey. It's a Wednesday. Watch some layup talk. Watch them. Watch Big Apple Hockey, and Phil, I'm sure we'll go on a rant about this team as well. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications too, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.